Welcome back to Transmission Mist3rDouglas. Today, in our continuing exploration of Mr. Michael Topper's work, we discuss his article entitled Avatar. This very eruditely written piece, which I will record in totality and have as a separate video, discusses what is an avatar and how does it tie into something called densities. We are diving into a mind-bending breakdown. This is next-level stuff. Here we go. First things first. To get avatars, we need to talk densities. Forget the usual understanding of density like heavy or thick. Kind of, in metaphysics. It's really about how subtle your perception gets. Picture it as levels of a video game, but for consciousness. Each density is like a filter on reality, based on how much energy and info your mind can handle. The text says it's all about the cognitive grid network, a fancy way of saying how you process the universe. The breakdown of densities. Very quickly, one is elemental: earth, water, fire, air. Avatar, the Last Airbender. I joke, but only kind of. Second density is the early dial-up 32K vegetable and animal level. Third density, where we start, this is where it starts to get interesting, where we are at now. Everything feels solid, fixed, like this voiceover box that I'm in. Yeah. And that is the baseline human experience, that feeling of separation. Fourth density, things start to get fluid. That solid voiceover box that I'm in, now it's a kaleidoscope of energy, shifting and flowing. Perception starts bending along with it. Fifth density, everything is light, and you start to experience or envision stuff as geometric networks of glowing patterns, not just objects shifting and flowing as their energetic substrate. Sixth density, now it's pure knowing. Those light patterns, they're now self-aware ideas, thoughts made of light, all tied to this cognitive grid. Seventh density, this is the big one, but it's also a little tricky to comprehend. It's not just higher, it's what Michael Topper calls the Godhead, the divine in everything. Keter in the Kabbalistic tree of life. There's no I or we, just pure immanence. Now, here's the kicker. These densities line up with spiritual stages in our third density bodies. Stage 3 is normal mind, but initiation into higher stages like 4, 5, and 6 rewires you. You start tapping into the inside of those matching densities right here in third density. Think subtle vision or deep knowing sneaking into your everyday life. But when we hit stage 7, that's when avatars come in, and where the pattern shifts. So stage 7 initiates a rare occurrence. Think spiritual unicorns. They're masters, but not just any masters, they're avatars. Now here's the twist. They don't come straight from 7th density. And this is because 7th density isn't a place with personalities. It's the divine everywhere and everything and all the time. The all in the all. Instead, it recruits these avatars from 6th density, the level of oversoul consciousness, full of I's and we's. Picture 7th density as the entirety of the company, that egregore in and of itself, the all of what that company is, picks from itself a 6th density rock star to step into the CEO role, to step into 3rd density to serve the whole. That's your avatar. Michael Topper takes us to the top of the mountain with this piece of paper by saying that this information is actually quite potent. This information is actually quite dangerous, in that it is more descriptive of the actual situation we're all in, from a fairly high level. It's the real truth about your spiritual existence, not just conspiracy fluff. And Stage 7 avatars are here, embodying this cosmic function, perfectly tuned to help wake us up. Now that is a super high-level look at this article written by Michael Topper. A very interesting description is packed within this article. Again, I'm going to read it, and I will post the link here, just to give you an example of how this guy actually writes and how he weaves in some pretty interesting information amidst the tapestry of words he provides. Hey, thanks for hanging. If this interests you and you want to go deeper, check out the link below, where I just read through the entire article itself. I hope you find massive amounts of treasure in your journey through the densities. Catch you on the next one.